so good to be with you guys. I am so excited to do this Facebook Live for you, with you, from Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. I'm here for a men's retreat with Dr. Robert Glover, who was a um, guest speaker at Rhythmia, and he wrote a book called No More Mr. Nice Guy. And so I'm here to do a men's workshop with him. I'm standing outside of the cathedral here at in Puerto Vallarta. This is there's something going on inside right now. Look, so we're out here. So I'm just so excited to share with you what's going on, because what's going on everywhere are people are waking up. That's what's going on. What's going on is what's being taught at Rhythmia is so in line with what is happening worldwide. People are waking up to the fact that we've been split from ourselves. We've been living a projection because of some trauma. And trauma doesn't have to be something that happened that was like, I was abused or I was abandoned. Trauma is the story that we tell ourselves about what happens, right? And so what's happening worldwide, so many people are waking up and discovering that thing that happened that had them split from themselves, that had them say, I'm not enough and I've got to become something else in order to be enough. And that's the projected lie that we live. And that's what happens at Rhythmia, is we get to see that really quickly. There's other ways to do it. Breath work, super meditation, but the fastest way, breath work and plant medicine. And Rhythmia has it set up in such a beautiful way that it's really laid out for you. So I'm so grateful. I'm going to walk a little bit away because it looks like the church is getting a little more active. So I'm going to walk where it's a little more quiet, so I can share with you a little bit more about what's going on at Rhythmia. But hey, you want to take a look at what's going on the street here in Puerto Vallarta? Let's see, here we are. We've got a little, this is the cathedral up there. And we've also got, oh, check this out. Can you see this street back here with all the Papel Pecado? And then another street down here, going out to the beach. Pretty cute little place. Here we are. So let's come down here and take a minute and talk about what's really possible when we see this thing that happened to us. It starts to unravel. Let me share with you what happened to me. I saw it, and this is what the soul merger is. And it wasn't a big thing. It was a little thing. I was walking. I had a memory that came up. And this is one of the most amazing things about plant medicine, is that it helps to release the default mode network, which is the thing that keeps our memories tapped down. And the default mode network is trying to make sense of everything. It's trying to control everything. And so when we do plant medicine, it takes the default mode network offline. And when the default mode network is offline, these memories that are in our tissues start to emerge, and we get to see them. And just in the act of seeing them, they get healed. So what happened for me was I had a vision that came up. My intention was about getting clarity around a decision I had to make. And I was having trouble making this decision. And then I did a ceremony, and the vision came, a memory of me being 5 with my dad, drinking a glass of orange juice. And my dad said, what do you got there? And I said, I got a glass of orange juice. And he said, well, I'd like one too. And I said, well, I don't feel like, I remember checking in with myself. And I said, I don't feel like getting you a glass of orange juice. And he goes, okay, that's fine. Next time you want me to do something for you, and I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it. Now, my dad was just trying to teach me that you got to do stuff you don't want to do sometimes. But as a kid, I got scared. I said, I'm not safe. I'm not safe if I don't do what people want me to do. And I have to, not only that taught me that checking in with my own feelings doesn't make you safe. Making sure you understand how you feel doesn't make you safe. Don't worry about how you feel. Worry about how they feel. And that had me be projected out into the world, concerned about what everybody thinks, trying to be perfect, trying to keep this veneer so that I can secure my belonging and be safe. Right? Now, my dad wasn't making me unsafe. But that's the story I told myself, and I've lived my whole life with what many people have: people pleasing, no boundaries, perfectionistic, procrastinating, not quite living up to your potential, know that you're meant for something more, right? Because checking in with myself, being aware of what I think, what I feel is unimportant. What's important is that I make sure that everybody else is okay. That way I'll be safe. And love becomes transactional. I got to do stuff for you so that when I want you to do stuff for me, you'll do it. That becomes manipulative. So the soul merger, that's the keystone lie. That's the keystone lie that we tell ourselves. The soul merger is when we come back to that, when we see it. And all I had to do was see it. And now it is unraveling in so many ways in my life. That's what's available. That's why this idea of the soul merger and the split is so important, and it's so key to our healing, and why plant medicine makes all the difference in the world. So I've been doing a lot of reading. Okay, I have to lie. I haven't been doing a lot of reading. I've been listening to some audiobooks. How about that? I've been listening to Michael Pollan, How to Change Your Mind. Chapter 5 is a very interesting read on the neuroscience behind plant medicine, behind psychedelics in general. And that has really influenced a lot of the way that I am understanding what's happening, but also the difference between psychosis and reality isn't that far apart. When you read that chapter, you start to see that it's all an illusion. What the sages and saints have been saying for all these years is actually true. Yeah, I know, it's crazy, right? So, uh, uh, that's been a huge part of this understanding of what's happening with the default mode network in plant medicine. So interesting read, chapter 5, I believe it is, in Michael Pollan's How to Change Your Mind on the neuroscience of psychedelics. So one of the reasons why I'm here this weekend with Robert Glover is because his teachings are so close to rhythmia, and what he calls it is the nice guy syndrome. And in the same way, we project a shell. We project this image, this role that we think what people want, so that we can secure our belonging. But it's not who we really are. And in order to protect that shell, he calls it the nice guy syndrome. Everybody thinks you're a nice guy, but actually, just as I shared with you earlier, there's manipulation, there's cajoling, there's persuasion, right? Trying to make people believe something, trying to make people believe you're something that you don't think you are, and doing it at all costs, making sure that that image is secure and safe. Because if that image is tarnished, you've lost everything, right? So that's the nice guy syndrome, and that's really what Robert Glover is talking about, and uh, that's why I'm here. You want to check something out? Check this out. Mom is having her kid helping her kid feed the pigeons. Did your mom ever do that with you? My mom used to take me out to the park and we'd feed the ducks with old bread. That's a sweet memory, huh? Remember being a kid and your mom doing that? Very sweet. Life is beautiful. I'm so grateful to be here with you guys. I'm so grateful to have this opportunity to share that life is so good that I can jump on my phone and I get to do a Facebook Live, share what's going on with you, and talk a little bit about the truth that we are really all perfect, whole, and complete. And but the only thing that has us believe that we're not is a lie that we're telling ourselves. So it's going to be a short Facebook Live today because I'm walking around in downtown Puerto Vallarta. One last view before we go. This is a really pretty view here for you guys. We'll take a little view here. Hopefully you can hear the birds. There's the ocean. Hi, everybody. Happy day, happy life, happy journey from Puerto Vallarta. And you can come directly to Rhythmia from Puerto Vallarta or anywhere else in the world. So I hope to see you all very soon. I'm sending you richest blessings and much love. Okay, now I have to figure out, there we go, how to turn it off. Bye, y'all.